Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sacred Books of Britney Spears. My name is Aaron, and today is going to be a little bit different. I am joined by John Wayne.
Yeah, what's up?
Bessie is not here, is not going to be with us today. She's actually, in case you can't hear it, there's a helicopter in the background. Bessie is using the helicopter to airlift up a brand new statue of Brittany to the top of the church, piece by piece. It looks like right now she's got an arm that she's trying to maneuver up. So it's going to be very exciting. Can't look forward to next week when we have our brand new Brittany at the top of the dome. But we are joined by a very special guest who I have a connection with, and I'm very excited for all of you to hear from him today. His name is Jim, or James, and he is in the hierarchy of the church with me. He is the Grand Vijay. And welcome, Jim.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to see you again, Aaron.
Nice to see you.
I've missed you.
It's been a long time.
A while?
It has been.
I think last time I saw you was in 39.99.
Has it been that long?
It's been at least 2 years. You look good.
Your voice still doesn't.
Communicates, or
That's one word for it. Oh, sorry, John Wayne.
Yeah, no, I'm in the room. I just want to be clear.
No,
I'm still here.
I don't know where my mind went.
It's okay.
So
I felt that. I felt that. I've felt that before in my life.
third wheel.
it's nice to meet you again,
Apparently.
John Wayne. I think
Nice to meet you.
I've heard of you. I've heard about you, but I don't know that we've met.
Oh, no. You might have heard of me because of the library. It's the only one in town. Maybe you saw my name in one of the books, transcriber, something like that.
It's very possible.
Yeah. It's very intimidating to be here, Mr. Grand Vijay. Yeah.
It's just Jim.
Oh, just
You
Jim.
don't have to call me a BJ or a
Okay.
Grand BJ.
I'm sorry. I'm still new to this religion, so, very
He's making
nervous.
strides.
I'm making strides.
Very positive strides.
Yeah.
Every week he's getting a little bit closer.
Yeah.
That's all you can
Maybe.
hope for.
So, James,
Yes.
maybe you could tell our audience a little bit about, because we used to work together, but you moved up within the church hierarchy. So maybe talk to our audience a little bit about what you do now, what your new job is, since you're not having to deal with the mundane inner workings of a local church.
There's nothing mundane about the local church. That's the foundation of the entire church, if I could be honest with you.
Thank you.
My opinion is, I think local churches, without them, there's no higher church. And without them, there's no continuation of the church. The base is the root of anything, is it not?
It's truer words.
You can't have a lamp without a base, or the lamp falls, because there's no base to it. You can't have a band without some sort of bass, or it's mainly just percussion and guitar.
So what's your day-to-day job duties like today?
Inspiration. I am, my job is inspiring and motivating, connecting. My job on a day-to-day basis is to find what is not strong and to point out how it can be strong at its base.
And you do that so well. Every time I see you, I feel inspired. I see you and I think, man, if I can only reach the heights of this religion that you have.
You've reached the height that you're at right now.
But I have aspirations.
I've good. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go with this church?
I would love to inspire more people because right now I struggle a little bit. Because every time I go to a local coffee shop or local store or at the hide and go seek events, when I try to reach out to people,
Those are
to
good
convert
ones, aren't
them.
they? The hide and go seeks.
it's so much fun.
It's been my favorite part so far.
He's doing really well. He's a very good hider. P's a little bit It's how we can find him, but he's a very good hider. But when I go to these places and I try to convert people, they throw water at me. They yell for police because I'm, quote unquote, harassing them.
Yeah.
And so I'm really struggling with how to convert people without them calling me a bum.
Right. So the biggest challenge with conversion is to not think of it as conversion.
Wow.
If you simply show people the light, they'll know what to do with it. But it's when you shine that light in their eyes that they feel attacked.
That makes so much sense because there have been times where I've gone up to people in the restaurant at night and I thought it was too dimly lit. And so I have taken a flashlight to their table.
See, the light's a metaphor, and you apparently, I didn't even know this was a thing you were doing.
Oh, okay. That
If it's a dimly lit room, you don't want to add literal other illumination.
got it.
I appreciate that you're doing that, but yeah.
That's much clearer now.
How did you come up with that idea exactly to shine a flashlight in people's faces? Is that something that when it happens to you, you enjoy?
Well, I felt like I needed to make a connection with them. And as I've heard in the past, you can't make a connection with someone unless you see the whites of their eyes.
It's not true. That was a I believe, if I remember the old United States of America, something where Brittany lived, that was a war, and you don't want to go into battle. This is a collaboration, not a battle.
Okay. I do need. I feel already much better.
Good.
That I can take this out and maybe not feel like I'm engaging in war.
You're not.
With the community.
It's a collaboration.
Okay.
You're trying to share.
Yeah.
Share. So share.
Share.
Which I think is important.
Well, since James is here, maybe you could talk a little bit about how I got you into this podcast or how you became open-minded to the church.
I would love to hear how you got introduced to the church.
Well, Aaron brought me in. I happened to be, he came in the library one day.
Which library was that?
Just the only library in town. It's just down the way, just down the street.
I don't live in this town.
Oh, I'm so
my
sorry.
Apologies.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
what's
no.
the name of your library again? For our listeners, you can promote it.
It's just Calabasas Library.
Calabasas Library. It
Regional.
sure is. Yep.
Yeah. But it's just down the way, just down there on off of Cocoa Street.
I know Cocoa Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the only library in town. I mean, there's not a lot of books to go out. But
Not a big reader.
yeah, I mean, not many people are these days. You read one Britney album, you've read them all, right?
Well,
Oh, that's kind of insulting. I'm sorry. I'm still new to this religion. Sorry.
so I came in one day.
You came in one day, saw me crying over my transcribe while I was transcribing, and you thought I needed a friend. So you sat with me and told me about Brittany and said that maybe I should come in and maybe I'd learn a few things that might help me on my journey to recovery of loss.
And go ahead.
What loss?
Oh, I lost my wife and children about 10 years ago.
10 years ago. You seem very young.
Oh, thank you. I was very young when I got married.
Good. This is good. I'm very sorry that you lost your family.
Oh, it's been a while. I'm still getting over it, but thank you. Yeah.
We are your family now.
Oh, I mean, thank you. Does that mean we're going to have invite me over for dinners and stuff?
Not at my house, but
Oh, okay.
at the house of Brittany, yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. That's what the invite's in the mail.
Great.
Okay. Now, maybe you could, because it's been a few weeks now, John, so maybe you could talk to our audience a little bit about some things you've learned so far. Some things you've been able to take away.
Well, the commandments were great.
Go through them, will you?
Well, that's a long list, and I'm still a little
Just give me
rough on
3 of them.
Well, the first one was no frost tips. I do remember that one. I've since then made sure not to frost my tips anymore.
Good.
The second,
That's why I shave my head.
oh, I was wondering if that was natural or.
I shave my head.
Got it. And that's just because you're just
I
like.
shave my head.
Got it.
He's very.
He doesn't want to be. You don't want to be.
Temptation.
Yeah, that makes sense. The second one was love all snakes.
Close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Worship all snakes.
Worship all snakes.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't been killing any snakes lately. I've just been kind of bypassing them all.
And
Just
we
like,
appreciate it.
You live on, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's a third commandment?
All right. A third commandment. Let me think on that. I know another one was about loving all animals.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was.
And another one of the commandments. Oh man, I should have studied more.
There was a lot. There's a lot to learn.
Mm-hmm.
This is think of it like a marathon. If you don't get it all in one, that's fine. It's a marathon. It's like, oh, there goes Bessie Jo again. Looks like she's done for the day. Maybe she'll have time to come on here. No, she has to park the helicopter, land it, and get it back to the airport.
Yeah, I hope she didn't, because the church is paying for that helicopter.
She's
I hope
very
she didn't
talented.
rent it.
She's probably going to take a trip while she has it.
What makes you think that? That's
I don't know. I feel like she's been talking about like taking a trip. Like she needs to.
it's more of a. I spoke with Bessie.
Oh, you did?
I did.
What did she say?
She wanted a trip, but it was more of a spiritual trip,
Oh,
not a physical trip. It's metaphorical.
got it.
Journey.
We take everything literal here.
Do you?
We do.
We tend to. Yeah. Figuratively goes over our heads most of the time.
Brittany spoke a lot in metaphor. For example, hit me, baby, one more time. She didn't want to be assaulted.
By a baby?
Or by anyone. That was a metaphor. It was a metaphor.
Wow,
So
you've changed.
Life is change.
That's true.
If you don't change in life, you're stagnant, and stagnant water becomes infected. You need to keep flowing like a river. A river is never stale.
You know, it's funny. When you say that, I'm inspired. But when I go up to people on the street and they're drinking their water and I say, hey, that water is stagnant and infected unless you improve your life.
Right.
They just walk away and shake their head at me.
Context, Aaron, context. People, think of it like this.
Teach me.
You don't feed a man who is already fed. You feed a man who's in search of feeding. You're walking up to people who are not seeking what you're offering. And to shift how you're going about this, to find the people that are hungry for some Brittany, that is going to make you far more invited.
Like
So-
I did with John Wayne.
How did you two meet?
Yeah. The library, when you came
Yeah.
in and saw me crying over my.
Well, I had heard that the library was, I was feeling a little lonely. And I had heard that the library was a good spot to meet people.
Can be.
It is very lonely, yeah.
Yeah. And so I thought, ooh, swinging single, go to the library. I mean, it's the only one in town.
Oh, you were looking for a hookup?
When was this exactly?
Was this almost 2 years ago?
Well,
That's-
when we met? Oh, I thought, well, we met just, maybe a couple of months ago.
How do you not, what?
Man, I am horrible with days.
That's years, literally years.
Yeah.
Difference. Maybe you noticed him before
Months.
he noticed you years ago.
Well, I mean, the church is popular in town. I mean, the Church of Brittany.
Yeah,
Everyone talks- he is a high BJ now, so it's hard not to notice the guy walking around in those bright robes.
Yeah. Well, I do that so that way people know that I'm here for service.
Well, I try to avoid you in the streets when I would see you at the coffee shop.
Why
Really?
is that? Why is that?
Well, because I knew you'd. I've seen you talk to people and try to like, take Brittany, and then you just kind of like, very forceful.
Notice what you're doing with your hand.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you see what he's doing? He's pushing.
Yeah.
Pushing. We have to make our words magnetic, not repulsive.
Okay, so don't be repulsive.
That's a good takeaway for you.
Good. I have chills thinking about going out today and getting some people attracted, magnetized.
Just show them the light. Don't shine the light in their eyes.
Right. Not with the flashlight.
Not with any kind of light.
Metaphor.
It is a metaphor, so don't set anyone on fire with a candle.
Right. Okay.
Saying that would make it one heck of a light
Yeah.
if they were on fire.
Got it. Okay. I did learn that lesson once the hard way, but I'm glad to be reminded by you.
That lawsuit is still pending.
Was it? I thought, okay. I
Still
apologize.
pending.
The lawyer I recommended, I thought he would be better.
We should probably not talk about it.
Very good.
Well, thanks to that though, there's that phrase now that people are like, "That's so lit."
That came from me. Mm-hmm. That's so embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah. People. It was like a thing
What does it mean?
on the street. They're like, "Oh, that's so lit." Like,
Meaning a positive?
yeah,
Great.
yeah. It was very well. At least it feels positive because people say it in the way they say it. They're like,
How did it? What
"That's so
context?
lit." But I think at first it was more of like a mocking, making fun of it.
Uh-huh.
But then it just caught on, and everyone was like,
So that was never used before now in the year 4001.
as far as we know, it could have. Maybe it was.
Yeah. Do you think people will know that that's because of me?
I think at first they did because they were making fun of you, but I think now it's became popular.
I suspect with the
And everyone says it.
podcast that people will. Maybe I'll just edit this out.
Oh yeah,
So
That would be lit.
So today's teaching is from the chapter Born to Make You Happy.
Phenomenal.
I'm very excited to have you here to help us break this down.
Me?
Yeah, I think your insight will help a lot.
I actually wrote a church thesis on this particular
oh wow.
chapter.
John Wayne, if you could have been there when he read it, the audience just erupted. It was, thinking about it, I still get like spine. So I will begin. Oh, my love. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look how she starts with the positivity. The positivity.
Yes.
If you just look at the title, Born to Make You Happy, she's making it about rebirth. Mm-hmm. She's making it about creation making. She's making it about the other person and joy. The word "to" has so many different meanings. Bringing something to you. It's a part of something. To this, that, to that. Being born is the replication of the parent.
Mm-hmm. You see, John Wayne? You see how these words can really...
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot already.
And that's
I
just...
didn't see any of that.
It's years of practice, years of experience.
Well, you did a thesis on it. So.
That too. Next stanza. I'm sitting here alone up in my room. I'm thinking about the times that we've been through. Oh, my love.
Again. The resting, meditative state she's in. Sitting. Alone. Up. Keeping it positive, not down.
Yeah.
So she lives in an upper area. Room, meaning spacious. She's got some room to think.
Right.
She's sitting here alone, up in my room. Does that not feel inviting?
I mean, John Wayne. If that's not a metaphor for your existence prior to having met me, because you were alone thinking about your wife, sitting there, the times that you've been through. I think today's going to be a special day for you, John Wayne. I'm excited.
It makes one of us.
You're not excited, John Wayne.
Not to talk about my past.
Without our past, we don't have our present. Without our present, there can be no future. Therefore, they're all connected. Accepting one's past as part of one makes one ready to accept. You can't outrun the past, my friend.
I hate running.
I'm looking at a picture in my hand, trying my best to understand. I really want to know what we did wrong with a love that felt so strong.
What does that mean to you, John Wayne?
She's thinking on her past. Something happened in her past, and something wrong happened, and she doesn't know what. And she's trying to understand what this thing she did was.
And why would she want to do that?
Well, based on your words, if she understands her past, then she'll understand the present and her future.
I'm looking at a picture in my hand. She hasn't laid it down. She hasn't put it on the ground. She has not put it on a table. She has not put it into an album. She wants to know what she did wrong.
Yeah.
Along with her partner. We, which is not just the collective, but it is a sound that children make when they play. Wee! Wee! That is joy.
I hear that sound a lot during the hide and seeks.
Uh-huh.
A lot of play.
Amateurs, really, because if you think about it, making those kinds of noises while you're hiding,
Stupid.
God, it's so weird. I don't understand. I didn't get to be the world champion hider.
No, that was because you wore a diaper.
Well, that's because it's called strategy.
You don't ever have to move.
No, I didn't.
If you can poop and pee into without having to leave to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
He
Please.
obviously gets it. I
Yes.
still think it's cheating, but
It's called winning.
Define cheating. What's the goal?
to hide. But I think part of the challenge is to naturally be able to hold it.
Or
while
to
you're
find
hiding.
ways that you don't have to worry about that obstacle. See, it's not about is there an obstacle? It's about how do I overcome the obstacle? Strength isn't just in powering through, but in avoidance.
That's a much better way of saying it when I told him to stop whining.
Again, that was a very negative way
Yeah,
of putting it.
yeah, he has
I-
a better way of.
He does, right?
Let's move on.
Yes.
Thank you. If only you were here tonight, I know that we could make it right.
Not wrong.
Right.
How would she make it right though?
By looking at the picture, trying her best to understand, wanting to know what they did wrong, because they had a love that once felt so strong. Now, if they were there together, they could talk it out. They could understand where it went wrong. Have you ever driven a vehicle? Or been in a vehicle?
I have not.
Have you ever walked?
Yes.
Have you ever gone a direction that you didn't think was the right direction and then you had to change direction?
Oh yeah. All
Yeah.
the time.
How do you do that?
Turn around.
We should move forward, maybe?
I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy. Because you're the only one within my heart. I was born to make you happy. Always and forever, you and me. That's the way our life should be. I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy.
Right.
My arm hair is curling from excitement.
Your arm hair has got to be the most active hair I've
It
ever
has a life of its
seen.
own.
What's the repeated phrase there, John Wayne?
Born to make you happy.
Say it again.
Born to make you happy.
And again.
Born to make you happy.
What is that about? Her?
I think so. I think Brittany feels she was born to do good things and make people happy
For others.
for others. Yeah.
Brittany was about being of service. And she is of service. I was born to make you happy. Her purpose is what?
To make us happy.
Oh my gosh.
Be of service is what I'm saying. Be of service. Be of service, born to make you happy.
How do you think? So at the library, you spend your days transcribing books, and then you also put signs up to warn people of ditches.
Yep.
And then once a week you come here.
Of ditches?
Correct.
Yes. So we've had
Very bad ditches in this town.
lots of ditches everywhere. People fall in.
How big are these ditches?
Most of these ditches are pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. They just built the ditches too deep in this town.
Yeah.
Do ditches lead to other ditches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a ditch.
Yeah. And his wife had an unfortunate accident.
No.
Yeah. Now, oddly, the ditch was relatively shallow, right? She just kind of stumbled in.
I can't explain the unexplainable.
So
It's actually literally my specialty.
Explaining the unexplainable. So, what do you think when she fell in this ditch after having her coffee that morning? I assume it was the caffeine because she didn't drink a lot of caffeine. I just thought it might have made her a little quick on the feet that morning.
Could have been. If we're not looking where we're standing, we'll never see where we're going.
That's interesting. She never stopped to really look around. She was always on the go.
we actually have that embroidered on all the pillows on the pew couches. So on the way out, you can see.
Why don't you give him one of the pillows? I'll replace it.
Wait, on the couch pews?
Yeah.
Are those the ones that Bessie threw up on?
There's a couple that she missed.
Okay.
So
Let's move on. I'm sorry about your wife in the ditch.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Was that how your children?
No, they died of illness.
Fair enough. Good. That's good. It's good death. Good death.
yeah, nice and lingering.
Good death.
That way they can learn something. before
Really
they go.
learn something from that. If you go too quickly, like your wife, you don't really learn the lesson. But your children had time to really think about their mistakes.
I'd like to think my kids didn't make very many mistakes
How
in
old
their
were
short
they?
life. They were 6.
Plenty of time.
How many? You said they.
I had 2.
Oh, and they were both
They
6.
were they
Yeah, they were
twins?
fraternal twins.
Wow. Okay. That's really a set of twins.
Boy and a girl? Or a girl and a boy?
Boy and a girl.
Fair enough. Let's move forward.
I'll do anything. I made a mistake there. I'd do anything. I'd give you my word. I'd wait forever to be your girl. Just call out my name. Just call out my name and I will be there. And I will be there. Ooh. Just to show you how much I care. All right. Ooh. I was born to make you happy. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah. It's clear as day. Plus, the fact that she is just someone who's so willing to give of herself to the world. And I don't know, I guess sometimes I feel a little bit selfish because I wonder if I'll ever be able to to provide the level of service.
No.
No.
You will not.
Okay.
But you can aspire for that.
Okay.
Don't try to put the pressure on yourself to be the equal of Brittany. Therein lies dragons.
I've heard of those dragons. Big.
Is that the sound the dragon makes?
Yep. Breathing.
Yep. Everyone, other people, they're big and scary, but no, actually, they kind of sound like they have,
Asthma.
yeah. It's a thing. It's kind of a closely held church secret.
It's because of the fire and the smoke.
Yeah.
It causes an
Oh, that
asthmatic
makes sense.
closure of the
Yeah.
lungs.
We're
Makes a lot of
very
sense.
lucky that we have a Grand Vijay here today to be able to dispel some of these rumors. So, yeah, thank you.
Do we want to talk more about this?
I could continue. I don't know how to live without your love. So we're going to repeat this again, just to make sure everyone understands. I was born to make you happy because you're the only one within my heart. I was born to make you happy. Always and forever. Always and forever. You and me.
Inclusive.
That's the way our life should be. I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy.
Now, what's interesting to me
Please.
is that we We've missed a couple of the phrases of the song. Let me read. I know I've been a fool since you've been gone. I'd better give it up and carry on. Oh, my love. 'Cause living in a dream of you and me is not the way my life should be. I don't want to cry a tear for you, so forgive me if I do. Oh. It's interesting that you skipped that particular section from this book, isn't it?
Do you think it means something?
What do you think it means?
I suspect it does. I mean, even reading it, God, she's so humble.
How do you connect it to you?
Because I guess I realized that living in a dream, because I do have this dream and worry that I will never be as good as Brittany.
You won't?
And that this life, what will my life be like? And I don't want to cry, but I do.
And the last line?
So forgive me if I do.
Forgiveness.
John Wayne, how you doing over there?
I'm good.
Are you feeling anything?
I'm feeling like Brittany's a very gracious goddess, and that she is a very giving goddess, and that she was put here she wanted to make everyone happy and to fill us with good feelings and make us say "wee."
Right?
It's actually makes me feel a little joyous to say that. So
Yeah. It's one of the. I'm surprised you haven't seen people on the streets running up and down the streets.
Oh,
saying,
I have.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know
what that was.
Mhm.
Got it. Well, now you'll know.
That's them being filled with the spirit of
Playful child.
Beecher.
Yeah.
Playful
Yeah.
child.
Playful child.
Just all day. I mean, running down the streets.
I mean, from the church,
Right.
And that makes sense now.
Does anyone ever do that with the library being filled with the
No,
books of
I
Brittany?
usually quiet people though. I usually quell them.
You quell their weeness.
I quell the weeness.
Do you think you'll approach it differently now? Now that you understand what they're
I'll be
doing?
more accepting. I'll try to be more Britney-esque
Okay.
and forgive them for their weeness and allow the weeness. I feel like I'm getting odd looks from the Grand Vijay over there.
No, I had something in my eye.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see your openness to the weeness. And if I, as the High BJ, can help you with that, please let me know.
Absolutely.
Great. So we are almost to the end, which is exciting. But she's going to reiterate one last time that I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy because you're the only one within my heart. I was born to make you happy. Always and forever. You and me. That's the way our life should be. I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy.
No one lives in a bubble. We all rely upon the others. Is basically what she's saying. Just like this dog, again, who is begging for its pack to join it. That is not a cry of anger. That is a cry of need. We all have needs.
We all cry for help.
We all cry for help. At some point, on some level, we cry for help. What are you crying for, John Wayne? When you wake up first thing in the morning, what's the first thing you want? What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you touch?
I caress my wife's lower bunk bed where she used to sleep. And I miss that companionship. I think that's the first thing I do in the morning. And then I have a cup of coffee. So I don't know what I miss more.
The coffee?
Yeah, probably the coffee.
What do you put in your coffee?
I put a little bit of oat milk. Yeah.
Why do you think you choose oat milk as opposed to almond?
Well, to be honest, I choose oat milk because I like the consistency better.
Think about that. Oak. What does oak represent?
Oat. Are you saying oat?
I thought you were saying oak.
No, oat. O-A-T. Oat.
Wait, they have oat milk?
Yes.
I've been drinking oak milk.
Yeah, no, me
how's
too.
that? Really? How's
Yes.
that taste?
Amazing.
Is
a
it
little
thicker
woody.
consistency?
A little woody.
I haven't
Yeah.
tried that.
So you get a little sawdust in your teeth every once in a while, but I mean, it's manageable.
Oh.
I mean, I can't imagine having an oat in my teeth or my milk. Wow.
Seems bready.
Yeah,
Get yeasty.
it is. It's a little, but I prefer I like that little carbohydrate taste.
Do you add sugar?
No, I cut out the sugar.
That's good.
Yeah.
When you let go of something, it opens your hand to receive.
You make a lot of good points.
What's the rest of your day going to be like today, John Wayne?
It's my days don't change much. It's I will go and transcribe probably half a book.
What book are you working on right now?
I'm actually working on one of Britney's later albums.
Oh, so when we get to it, you'll be able to... Which book?
I think it's one of her self-titled ones.
Oh, okay. That's...
Which one?
The self-titled one, Britney Spears.
Are you in the midst of it right now? Mm-hmm. What did you last work on?
The last book before that?
I mean, what did you last transcribe that you remember transcribing?
Oh man, it's so hazy. Her words get mixed together. I think it was something about doing work.
Really?
I'm glad you're coming because you'll be able to learn to separate some of these things because she does have a self-titled book, which I'm very excited when we get to because it sounds like you're going to be knowledgeable.
Or not?
We'll see. But then she does have a chapter about work, but that's much later.
Oh,
So-
see? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I must be working on two at the same time. That's problematic.
That's why you're here
She probably just finished one.
at a time. Mm-hmm. Right. Multitasking can be tricky, especially with paper and pen.
I admire that.
Which part? Working with paper and pen? Yes, thank you. I just figured it's... I mean, a photocopy is so much more expensive and rare these days, so I just transcribe everything.
It's nice you'll use your hands for something.
Well, they were open when I was younger, and I didn't have a use for them, and I found a use at the library.
That's a metaphor for a heart. It was open when I was younger, but I didn't really have a use for it.
You know, John Wayne, maybe tell people how you came to be a librarian.
Yes, please rush past that last point I just made.
Oh, I apologize.
No need to. Please do rush past that last point. Because
Well,
I think it's important we learn about the library story.
Well, it's very similar to what Jim was saying. My heart was open when I was younger, and I followed a girl into the library because I was looking for love, and she loved going to that library and studying, reading the books about Brittany, and so I would just go in there and pretend like I was reading those books, just to flirt and hit on her.
You were just pretending?
Yes, of course.
Faking is another
Yes.
word for pretending.
Yeah, I was faking it.
So that relationship was built on pretense?
Sadly, yes.
How did that work out?
Well, she died. Obviously, that was my wife. I ended up marrying her. Yeah,
So pretense led to
her later.
death.
Yes,
Do you know what the number one cause of death is?
death.
No. What leads to...
I was gonna say falling in ditches, but I don't think that's it either.
I think that's just a local, not...
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
birth? The minute you're born, you are doomed to die.
That's a very cynical outlook.
Is it? Or is it accurate? Point to one person who has not yet died, who has at some point lived.
It's very fair.
Thank you. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
It makes a lot of sense.
Really? I mean, of course.
So we do have one last verse, which you've all heard before, but needs repeating. I was born to make you happy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Always and forever you and me. That's the way our life should be. I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy.
The key to letting go is to not hold on.
You used to always say that, and I never learned the lesson. I would just keep holding on. I mean, this flashlight, I don't know why I just can't let it go.
You're looking for some light. You're looking for something. Mm-hmm. What are you looking for, Aaron? What makes you feel whole?
I wish we had more attendance at the church.
Maybe it needs to be more personal for you.
For myself.
Finding what it is that is your value. Mm-hmm. Where is your power?
My hands.
There is some truth to that.
I do have powerful hands. You used to say so.
Very good hands.
Are you okay, John Wayne?
I was trying to use the power of my hands.
I just saw you waving at your microphone.
Yeah, I was. I was going to see if it made a sound. It didn't.
Can you hear it?
No, it just looks like you're wafting a fart.
No farts. But it's funny you would go to a 12-year-old fart joke.
I know. I feel more playful.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is good. Aaron, you could find some of your power. And I think when you find your power, you won't be seeking it from others as much. And when you seek power from others, what do we do when we seek? What do we use when we are seeking?
When we seek, we smell for urine?
No, that's just with me.
Oh.
What do we sometimes, when we are in a dark place, what do we use to seek?
A flashlight.
It seems to me, Aaron, that you are seeking.
Yes.
From something externally. Whereas I think maybe seeking something internally, which may in fact be your own power.
You know, I wonder if that's why I love being the hider for hide and seek. Maybe I should try being the seeker.
What would you seek?
Someone who's hiding.
Just like that dog is seeking something.
Yeah. Food.
He's been seeking for a long time.
It could be relief.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Yes.
you need relief.
Someone needs to let you out.
Like
But there's
the
only
dog.
one person that can let you out.
And who is that, John Wayne?
Me.
Yourself.
Pointing doesn't work that well on a podcast, my friend.
Yeah, I'm pointing at you, yourself,
At who?
Aaron.
There we go. Use your words.
You know what I should do? I should, when I go up to people on the street and at the restaurants and at the outside cafes, I should go up and point at them. Is that what you're saying?
I am not.
No.
I'm saying
No.
Let them come to you, Aaron.
Got it. Okay.
Let them come to you.
Okay.
You need to quit going up to strange people.
Well,
I've learned a lot today.
really, please tell us everything that you've learned.
Or just,
or
one
just a
thing.
couple things.
Just one thing.
Well, I've learned to be a little more playful, to accept, to let go of other things. So once I let go, I'm open to new things.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned today is to let go of things. So then I'm empty to be able to fill that void.
Open, not empty.
Yeah, open. Sorry,
Available.
words are important. I've also learned that
Words matter.
words matter.
Especially in a podcast.
Aaron,
Yes.
what have you taken away?
I will not go up to people in dimly lit places with a flashlight.
It's terrifying.
Evidently.
Empathy, Aaron. Empathy.
Yes.
What would Brittany do?
And everybody, that's our website.
I didn't realize that.
Thank you for coming down and speaking to us
It
and
was
our
my
audience.
pleasure. Thank you for having me here. I know that you have a busy schedule and you're trying to build this local church. And I have a lot of important things I'm dealing with, but this is one of them, which I think we need to nurture the base. As we mentioned, to bring it full circle.
Base is important.
The base is important. Without
It
the
is.
base, nothing stands.
Can't have a band without a bass.
Can't have a lamp without a base, and you do like your
Can't
lamp.
have a statue without a base, which is this church that the statue is on.
And Bessie Jo was installing a statue herself.
It made me think. I was like, I hope Basie remembered the bass.
Who?
What did I say?
Basie?
I hope Bessie remembered the bass.
You do have a thing with getting the things jumbled.
Bessie Jo.
Basie Joe.
I'm excited to see the statue. I can't wait for her to come in. I can't wait for everyone next week to hear about this statue that she built. So
I look forward to seeing it. Thanks for having me here. I really do appreciate it, Aaron.
no, thank you. And
And John Wayne,
A pleasure.
keep transcribing.
Thank you.
well, everybody, I hope you were able to take something from that. That was very exciting. Our very first guest. We look forward to how this podcast continues to grow. Again, you can reach out to us. Our email is www.britneydo@gmail.com. And you can find us on Instagram, www.britneydo. Please, again, comment, subscribe, follow us on. And in the past, I know that I have said, find us on iTunes. I've gotten several comments about that. It is Apple Podcasts. But yeah, find us on there, subscribe, rate, review us. Maybe we'll feature your comment on a future podcast. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. We will talk to you soon.
Be Brittany.
Bye.